in my Minecraft, I just found a naturally occurring river, and I just put up a little sign that said "The River Balls."
Is that a private server that you're playing on?
Just me.
Just for a boy to...
No one else has ever seen the River Balls.
What are you watching? I'll tell you. It's Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie. It's a comedy podcast where we smoke good and read the good book. It's kind of like drunk history, but with weed and the Bible. I'm the host, Scoochie Boochie. I was born from a volcano, and now I'm the best rapper in the United States. I got rap comedy concept albums on Spotify, YouTube, and what's that on the fence? Oh, it's my merch. That's weird. How'd that get there? But I got an improv background. I got a ton of funny friends here in Chicago. So every week I invited one of them over and had them try to tell me a Bible story while blazed. And the results are hilarious. We do improv scenes based on those stories. So whether you know anything about the Bible or you're fully steeped in it, either way it's hilarious because I got funny friends. And the Bible is a wild, wild book from a very, very different time. So I hope you enjoy Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie. Hit like, please comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and help us reach a goal of 4,200 followers on Instagram by 420. By April 20 of 2025, we're trying to hit 4,200 followers at Holy Smokes Pod on Instagram. Enjoy the show.
I know you grew up in Chicago suburbs. Was it a religious upbringing at all? What's the flavor?
I'd say yes and no. I grew up Catholic. My dad was Catholic and my mom was Lutheran. So there's a certain amount of sort of like questioning in the air of like whether or not this church is the right church or like that type of thing. But like nothing dramatic. Like we would go to church on Sundays and I would go to like vacation Bible school.
So you would go to Lutheran church or to Catholic church?
Catholic church.
Okay.
Yes. I was
baptized
in the Catholic church.
Whose side was that? That was your dad was Catholic?
Dad's side, because he's a little more serious about it than my mom was.
Yeah, that's kind of whoever takes it more seriously. It's like, all right, we'll go to that one. I don't really care. It's fine.
I was like, hey, if they're cool with me being here, I'm cool with being here.
Yeah. So mass every Sunday.
Like, what's that? Mass? Yeah. I'd say pretty consistently.
Did it affect you a lot when you were a little kid? Were you like down with it, or was it just a thing you guys did?
You know, like I think there's a lot of stuff that I just sort of accepted as a given, like regarding God and stuff. I mean, spoiler alert, I'm sort of agnostic at best.
On a good day.
Yeah. At my best, truly, I am an agnostic. More than anything else, I'm arrogant. But yeah, I think that growing up, I definitely accepted God as like, that's what it was. That's how it goes. You know, people go to heaven, people go to hell, all that sort of stuff. But then like, I remember there being some fuzziness. So like with me and my mom, like, wait, so what's going on with mom? Like, she's not Catholic, but she believes in God and stuff. And that was sort of like, oh yeah, you believe in God. That's fine. You know? But then when I got into high school, I sort of got a little bit more questioning it because it just felt like a little bit more confusing to me.
Yeah.
And so I went to a different church for a while by myself, this Methodist church.
Oh, wow. Solo journey.
Yeah. Like I had I had a sort of a bizarre experience where I was like, you know, just kind of, I went to like CCD and shit, but nothing too complicated.
What's that?
Geez, I should absolutely know.
Cross consumption.
No, it's like Catholic catechism something. It's like an education in Catholicism for teenagers.
Oh, like we call it catechism, I think.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a similar thing.
Yeah.
So you would go like every Wednesday for like 6 months out of the year or something like that.
Wow, that's pretty hardcore.
Didn't feel that way.
Okay.
I mean, it was like maybe half an hour, an hour, and like it was real like softball, like hanging out with your buddies you're going to go to junior high school with kind of vibes. You know.
So you said you had a weird experience with that?
Oh yeah. So after I was in high school, I was dating this gal, and I was so in love with her. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Dating's sick, dude. Way to go.
Well, anyways, so she was kind of Catholic.
Okay.
And I was a Catholic, but she was a little bit more Catholic than me. And she was saying that that she wanted to go to this retreat. And I was like, yeah, let's go to this retreat. And I'm thinking this could be like her and I like getting to go camping and like make out and stuff.
Right.
And so we arrive at this thing and I'm like, get so excited, like I'll get like fool around, like maybe I'll see her boobs or something like that.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like, little high school stuff. And she brings us to the retreat and I arrive and the camp immediately separates everybody from each other. Like it puts us with a bunch of strangers. Like it puts us in this room with 5 other strangers and like a young college man to like guide us, you know? And and I didn't quite understand what was going on. I thought I'd be hanging out with Julia, but like, what? No.
And what the heck are you doing?
Like, this dude who was talking about how he could speak in tongues.
Oh no, that's hardcore.
It's also not Catholic. It's
I was
like
gonna say that's not a Catholic thing.
yeah, but like this
That's
dude
just
could
camp.
speak in tongues, and I was in the room with them, and he was like, "It's like, yeah, I can do it." And I'm like, "Can you do it right now?" And he's like, he just like spits it out.
It's like off the top, dude, freestyle.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit.
Off the dome.
What did you say? He's like, I don't know, man. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't have the gift of understanding. I can speak stuff, but I don't know what I'm saying.
Just the conduit, dude. The
Yeah.
bars just come through me.
I'm like, well, does anybody know what you say? Like, well, my sister has like the gift of understanding or something like that.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, is she the only one at this camp who has the gift of understanding? Because like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but like, we got to get you all in a room together. Right?
Yeah.
Like we could you could do your voice and then like they could both transcribe what they hear.
We have a direct pipeline to the Most High and we're just not using it.
Yeah. And like worst case scenario, it's not true.
Yeah. Worst case scenario is it is true and God has like some real bad news.
Yeah. Yeah. But like there's no way that like his sister and this other person
Right.
would be able to like transcribe the same thing because they just be both making it up. And so that was like so confusing to me. Well, it wasn't confusing me. I believed them at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do this, man. Can we do this? Like, this would be so cool.
Yeah.
Because I got these doubts that I don't really like. I want to prove myself on the team. You know?
That'd be sick.
Well,
Worth a
anyways,
shot.
so like, because of that and because of other couple questions that I had asked, mostly about like why being gay was a sin and why jerking off was a sin. I didn't get it. And they kept on giving
Like
this.
both seem fabulous.
I was just like, I don't see who it's either of these are hurting anybody. Like, what's wrong with this? Like, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
But and the guy always was like, "That's the seed. You can't lose the seed." I'm like, "Is the only things I hate about Catholicism sperm related?" Like,
They're just way off on a lot of sperm related stuff, but there's also a lot of good stuff.
yeah.
It's like be kind to your neighbor. It's like awesome. It's like now as far as jizz goes, we're kind of all over the place. We want a ton of it, but only from guys into girls to make babies.
Yeah.
And you got if you shoot for the goal, there has to be a goal. Like,
I mean, my God.
that's actually. Can we do a scene that's like, guy who thinks he's like gonna get some action with, but something totally different happens.
Before, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But before that, I guess got to tell you where this thing ended up.
Oh yes, please.
Which is just this. The next day or the last day, I thought I was kind of blending in with like everybody else, you know, like there's gonna be like 150 people there. And the last day, like, they're like kind of wrapping things up. And when the counselor stops, like, hold on, everybody. I hear we have a doubter among us. And I just want to pray that Andy finds answers to his questions and that like he finds peace. And like, can we all just pray over Andy and like put our prayers over Andy? And like everybody was like putting their hands on me and like getting really in my face and like in a really sweet way. Like they're trying to be nice.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
think it's nice.
Yeah, but
what
it's just
the
like
fuck?
so weird. I'm like, oh man, gang. Like,
Did someone snitch from your little group?
no, I don't even think it was a snitching thing. I think probably I was asking this dude questions that were like kind of tough for like a college kid to like be able to answer, you know?
Yeah.
He's not trained to do this. He's like,
For any living person.
he's like
answer.
training people being like, dude, man, do you think God is great? It's like, no, man, I think he's really great. Like that's what they're expecting in these conversations.
Yeah, and you're like, explain evil, the problem of evil. Here's my thoughts on it. And he's like, dude, I'm 21. I go to Covenant College. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. They're just counting on like the classic Catholic guilt to like stop people from asking any embarrassing questions or something like that.
And you came in, you Sherlock their asses, and
I
they're
just
like,
called their fucking bluff.
yeah,
man.
you're like,
help
I'm
me.
just asking follow-ups, and now everyone's touching me.
Yeah,
with prayer.
well, to their credit, I mean that's their solution, and they offered it to me. I mean, I appreciate the effort. I don't think it was what I was looking for.
There's so many things like that where if you're in the Christian mind frame, it seems like a really nice thing to do. But if you're not, it's kind of a dick move. Like telling someone you're going to pray for them a little bit is like, well, if I
Thoughts and
believe
prayers,
that,
right?
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so nice. But if I don't, I'm like, yeah,
Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, absolutely.
TMP, dude.
All right. So what was the scene? That
guy thinks he's about to like finally get some action with this girl, but then the thing they go to is not what he expects.
Okay, cool. I got you.
So what's the anybody I know going to be there?
Okay, hold on. Just keep calm. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So just all right. Close your eyes.
All right.
Okay. Okay. All right. Don't laugh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just stand right here.
Where are we going?
Okay. You're going nowhere. I'll be right back.
Okay. I feel weird. I feel like I'm in someone's driveway or something. If anyone's around, sorry if this is weird. My girl's doing her thing.
Okay, wake up.
Okay, I wasn't asleep, but what's up?
Look at the size of this dog statue. Oh my God, it's as big as the house.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
What do you mean? Did you make this? What do you mean? What was I thinking?
I bought it.
You purchased this?
I bought it.
Oh no. This is expensive.
I used all of my inheritance.
Whoa. Babe, what the heck? I thought we were going to, like, we were just going to crush beers at the patio.
That's what I thought too, but something happened. I was struck.
Who sold this to you?
No one sold it. I begged for it. I lost my mind, Brian. I cannot help it. Look at the size of this statue.
Did you lay sacrifices before it?
Absolutely. Look at the size of this statue. How are you not?
Ow. I'm kneeling. Why am I kneeling?
You must submit to the will.
I must be a good boy.
You get it? You love it?
I gets my scritches.
That's my boy.
We are all your good boys.
Oh my God.
Man's best friend.
Man's best friend.
Folks, it's Holy Smokes, where we smoke weed and tell Bible stories. My voice just cracked. I've been talking a lot today. My guest today is Andy Junk. Good buddy. Good to see you. How you doing?
So good to see you. Both of our throats are on the brink of collapse, which is exciting.
Yeah, you did improv related stuff for 6.5 hours.
Yeah, I taught a class and then had to give notes after shows and stuff, and then which is just a lot of talking, you know. But my God, you, my friend, just wrapped up a damn rap show.
It's a high word count today. But I couldn't be more excited to dig into the word.
Cannot wait.
Usually I roll the dice, but I forgot the dice. Let's just have you tell your Bible story first. I need to.
Sure. Okay. I'm talking about my boy Jobe.
Jobe.
It's a pretty beefy part of the old Bible.
Yeah, it's like 40 some chapters, right?
Yeah. Which it kind of tricked me because like when you're looking through it, it's like the first chapter is like, hey, pretty much this is what happens. And then there's like 20 more, 50 more chapters that like where a lot of stuff like happens really slow.
Yeah.
But also then stuff happens really fast. So anyways, God and Satan are like hanging out and like God's like just like showing off and he's like, check out this guy Jobe. Like, ain't he a fucking dynamite dude? He's like got all these kids and he's such a nice guy and like has this great business. Like he is crushing it right now. I'm so proud of him. He's like never been nothing but nice to me. Like I love this Jobe guy. And Satan's all like Jobe is not that great. Like Jobe is acting all happy and stuff because you gave him all this shit. Because you're like protecting him all the time.
He's happy because he's rich.
He's happy because he's rich and he's happy, but he's also like more than that. It's just like why are you so proud of yourself, God? Like you gave him all this shit. Like this thing's an untested source. Like you can't trust this thing. Like let's see what happens when you fuck him over if he still loves you. You know?
Okay.
And so God says, well, I'll show you. I'll absolutely fuck this guy over.
You think I fucking won't?
Yeah, you think he calls his bluff.
I've been fucking guys over for as long as I've made guys.
Yeah. And so God goes whole hog on our dude Joe. It's like
the montage is crazy.
It's not even a montage, dude. It's like a 5-minute scene. It's like he's like hanging out and his like kids are all off at a different thing and like one servant like runs up to him and is like, hey, just quick heads up, like I just came from like out south, everything is blown the fuck up, like you have absolutely nothing, all of your servants are dead, all your stocks are ruined. And then like before he can quite finish, another dude runs up and is like, hey dude, I'm so sorry to have to say this, everybody I know is dead over there. They're all dead. All your other servants from this like west side of the factory. And also like like
The 11 cake factory.
Yeah,
or something?
all your legacy is completely scorched earth over here. You're fucking ruined. It's like, okay, yeah. And then like before that guy could finish his sentence, another dude runs up. It's like literally it's written like where it's like this is like within 3 minutes.
It's the George Bush like finding out about 9/11 meme. We're like that frame where he's like a guy's whispering his ear, but it's 3 guys whispering to him at once.
yeah. It's like the worst fucking news of your life, like 3 times over. And then he gets the news that all of his children have been like hit by like a fucking boulder or some shit. So like his entire family is dead except for his wife.
Oh man!
And he's like, "Damn! Like this has been the worst day of my life."
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close.
I thought, didn't like a tent collapse on them or something? The boulder's funny. They all got Indiana Jones.
I mean, yeah, a tent collapsed. I think there's like some people who like chopped some dudes up. I don't quite remember all of them.
Bad news.
But they all died in just like horrific ways. These people who are just like fucking cannon fodder for this bet. True. Like it's the story of Job, but like what about all the other fucking people? Like what's their story, man?
It's got ice.
You want me to root for you, God?
They're just in heaven. God's like, I'll explain in a minute. I'm doing a thing.
But Job's so chill. He's like, I don't blame you, God. I just wanted to die. Just, I don't blame you, God. Actually, even better if you could, so I could never have been born. Like, that would be my dream.
To me, it's like, I picture Ned Flanders. He's like, well, I don't love that, but I'd rather be dead.
Yes. And it's like, he like just prays, like, please, like, I wish I could just have gone back in time and died in the fucking womb.
Dude, Ned Flanders longing for death.
Yeah. And so then a couple of his buddies come by to like help, like, kind of cheer him up. Yes. Well, and I think before that, God's like, see, he still thinks I'm pretty cool. And Satan's like, psh, like, not that cool. And God's like, you could put boils on him and shit. Like, I won't even get pissed. And Satan's like, are you sure, dude?
God pitches the boils?
Basically.
Satan's like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, he's like, you can fuck with his body all you want.
You're pretty creative, the creator.
Yeah. So he zaps him with boils and he gets like all hurt too. So now Job is like, fucking like shaved his beard in the morning and he's completely shaved and he's like naked, I think, and like covered in boils and all his kids are dead and shit. And he's like so sad. And then all of his friends come to go like cheer him up. He's got like 3 or 4 buddies that come by and they all cheer him up as being like, damn man, this sucks for you. What did you do to deserve this, man? This is your fault. like
this is more than the normal bad luck.
And Job is like, no, man, I swear I'm cool.
Can we see your computer?
I swear I've done nothing. I promise. And they're like, dude, no fucking chance. They're like, you have done something so horrific against God. And this like dude is just like, I really haven't. I have not. And his friends are just like being all snotty with him and shit.
Yeah. And
like they all have like different sort of points of view. Like the one kind of main thread is that like he must have done something horrible against God, and he like needs to admit it to himself and like confess and like I don't fucking remember exactly.
Because those were it makes sense that they would all think that because that is kind of the rules back then. Like all throughout the Bible, God's been like, you have sinned, you get punished directly. It's like you did this, you get this.
Well, also though. I mean, I guess the story is sort of about how that's a misreading of it. How it's like God can just do whatever he wants. That's sort of like the lesson that they've
it's like the because I said so. Like I mean,
yeah, because like Job like calls to God or God like at one point like these guys are all like fucking yelling at Job and stuff. His best friends who came to cheer him up are just like tearing it.
They'll just say like, hey dude, just curse God and die. Isn't that what he says?
Yeah. And he's like, no, I can't do that, man. And so then eventually like God gets like bored or something and like turns into a whirlwind, right? And he's like, you guys suck. Like you guys are shitty. Like all that advice is wrong. Like seriously, fuck you guys. But like Job, like super chill dude. That's like pretty cool you did there. Job's like, what the fuck was that, man? Like that sucked. And God's like, what'd you just say to me? God's like, do you know who the fuck I am? God's like, dude, I have made... Have you ever had to make the whole fucking universe? Because I have.
Yeah.
You can't ask me why I do things. You are too stupid. Like, I am so awesome. Like, there's these monsters, like, you haven't even seen them before. Like, have you ever heard of a Leviathan?
Oh, yeah. He shows him some of his Pokemon.
Yeah, he's like, This thing's like a fucking. It's got like horns and breathes teeth and stuff.
Like, what you know about the plesiosaurs, dude?
Yeah, he just like shows off and brags for like 10 pages.
I mean, imagine like, to put it in video game terms, like you made this like crazy like Minecraft town, and then like a created character, like a little NPC or whatever in that town is just like, the infrastructure is actually not that cool, and you're like, who the fuck are you, dude?
Yeah.
I made you, and I named you Poopy Pants Jr. In my Minecraft, I just found a naturally occurring river, and I just put up a little sign that said, "The river balls."
Is that a private server that you're playing on?
Just me.
Just for a boy to...
No one else has ever seen the river balls.
And they have heard legend, though.
And then the small farm nearby called Ballsburg.
Oh my God. I've never used a sign ever in my life.
It's kind of all I did in Minecraft. I didn't build much. I just labeled some shit.
When I got out of control, I used signs to help me organize my garbage more effectively.
Sure.
That's what I do sometimes.
Dude, that was a very efficient. You got through a lot of Bible in a nice amount of time. That was well done.
Oh yeah.
Is that the end of the story?
Well, I'm trying to think that
it doesn't just end with God just being like, "Shut the fuck up." You know
no. There's a fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So God's all. So Job's like, yeah. God's like, fuck you. I did everything. Like you don't even fucking understand, you dumbass. Like I'm so much more powerful. And then he brags and he brags and he brags and like. And then Job's like, okay, fine, dude. Like, you're the best. Okay, I'm sorry, whatever. You're the best. And God's like, okay, cool. All right. You're rich again. Zap. Like, I'm going to get, like, in, like, a little bit, you're going to have, like, 7 more kids. Like, same number of boys and girls. It's all good, dog. Job's like, what? Like, okay,
I have to raise kids again?
Yeah, he's like, oh, shit, dude. It's like, start from scratch. Like, all 7 of them? Like, damn. And then,
is that going to be all at once or spaced out or what?
And he raises and the daughters, there's 3 daughters and they're so hot. And their names are awesome. Hold on. I got their names written down someplace. Jemima, Kazia, and Karen Huppich. Now get this. You're going to love this shit. Yeah. So Jemima, you're about to die, dude. Jemima means dove. All right?
Okay.
Cool. That's awesome. That makes sense. Nothing wild about that. Keziah. Cinnamon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nothing.
We're just going down the scent aisle. It's like shampoos.
Okay. All right, cinnamon, like, not a powerful name, but like cute, you know?
I'm mad at it.
And then Karen Hepich means the horn of adornment. What the fuck does that mean?
A decorative horn. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those like car horns.
Yeah, it's like I named this gal decorative horn.
That's like
horn of adornment.
Horn of adornment.
Is that like saying like this is my brother like sharkskin shoes or something like that?
This is my brother Hubcap.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother Fender.
But apparently,
the part that kills me is that it sounds like she has a full name. It's like, Karen Hubbeck from church.
Yeah. So anyways, so he gets all these equal numbers of daughters and kids and everything like that. But here's the other thing too. I was thinking like, yeah, that fucking sucks though. Like he still killed his whole family. Like,
yeah, he still remembers them.
But then get this, he also lived to be 160.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, okay, like your life is so long that maybe like having like a huge chunk of it completely like fucking be beautiful and then completely be fucked up in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
It's like irreparable. Like maybe in like, if you had 100 years more life than everybody else like around you, like you could do it.
They say
it wouldn't be that bad
like,
overall.
He's like on average though. Your average day, pretty great.
I'm 160. Like of course I lost 7 children. Of course. Oh my God, I'm 160.
7
Who hasn't?
Children and all my employees. My favorite.
Oh my God, my entire fucking. They were like family to me too. My servants. My God, I lost so many, like thousands, like so fucking many. Like, gambling chips on the table for God and Satan.
It's also like, I don't know if there's another time in the Bible where like God and Satan are just chilling and talking shit like that. That's a crazy way to start the book. Very cool.
What blows my mind too, I mean, it's like just how human God feels in this though. Because God's like talking to like, Satan and stuff and like showing off and like absolutely misusing Job, like being so cruel to Job so unnecessarily. And then Job's like, why are you doing that? And like God's like too embarrassed and proud to like say he's sorry, so he's just like, you don't fucking understand, man. like throws a little like tantrum.
It feels like a director on like a hot mic and like cursing someone out. Like, do you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah. And then he like burns through all that steam and he's like feels kind of bad afterwards. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a whole family again. Okay, get rich again. Okay, dude, I'm sorry. And also your buddies, I will fucking kill them. Like they're fucking dead if you are. and Job's like, no, dude, they're chill. Like don't worry about. Like they don't understand. Like that was an insane thing I was fucking going through. Like don't worry about them. And God's like, are you sure, dude? And Job's like, dude.
I kind of want to smite him. It's like, don't, man.
Yeah, he's like, don't do it. It's like, you be doing it for you, not for me, okay? Like,
I like how he also showed off in tornado mode.
Yeah, full on whirlwind.
He's like, this is one of my Ben 10 things I can switch my little watch to, and I turn into it.
But anyways, yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Like, then God doesn't zap those dudes and like,
wow.
And
so it ends with Jobe speaking on behalf of his 3 boys.
Yeah, he's like, take it easy on him, God.
He's like smite them idiots. For what? Being incorrect about my situation?
And to be fair, man, like they were Team God the whole way. Like, yeah, they were never like, oh, actually, that one guy was like, yeah, you should. No, his wife was said to renounce God.
Oh yeah,
his wife said to renounce.
Well, she was probably pretty mad. She's like,
my God, yeah,
I got fucked.
Yeah.
Did she have to have the next 7 kids?
Yeah.
It was with her also.
Oh yeah. Long, happy lives.
You have 7 kids and you're like, I can rest. And then they all die at once. And your husband's like, time to start over.
Dang. It's like speaking of Minecraft, like one time like one of my files got corrupted. And it was like I was pretty invested in it, you know?
Yeah.
And like turning on that server again and being like, I can't build like a recreation of all my childhood homes again. Can I? And like
Did
slowly
you?
like building it and like doing it in survival mode. So I first gonna like build up
like, you're fighting off monsters and stuff.
Yeah, so I can and travel to the right depths, get like the right color brick. Like this was back when I was working at Braintree. Oh, yeah. And there'd be like days where I just have nothing to do.
Minecraft.
I played Minecraft. Not whole days, but like half days.
Oh yeah.
Too much time.
Half day is 4 hours.
Yes.
Dude, one time I didn't remember this till my buddy told me it later. He's like, do you remember what you said to me when you saw my Minecraft server? I was like, nuh-uh. He's like, I showed you like my endless like mine, like my full blown like Mines of Moria, like, underground fortress. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and then you said, you know, you're gonna die in real life, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's do a little improv scene to close out the half. Anything from what we talked about inspire you for an idea for a scene?
Man.
A lot of good shit in there.
I feel like we should do Satan and God sort of like wrapping it up, maybe. Like kind of like a little post-credit sequence. The two of them sort of like...
This is after the story?
Yeah, chatting about like who won, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't think they go there, right?
I like it.
All right, cool. Awesome. Should we cast it? Or do you want to just lean in?
Be whichever one you want.
I don't know if I got I think...
I cast you as girlfriend who has a weird surprise, so you get to choose for this one.
All right, let's... Feels insane to call myself God, but here we go.
I was feeling like the devil. I'm kind of lounging.
Yeah, I feel like you got like devil, and I mean both of these mustaches, but
we're 2 handsome devils. Don't get it wrong.
Yours a little more clean than mine. I got more like
yeah, you're more God,
grizzled,
for sure.
Grizzled God, energy.
Deeper voice.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, you see, so it looks like I sure showed him, huh? Looks like I won.
Yeah, kinda. It seems like. You really fucked that guy up, man. I mean, like, that's coming from me.
Yeah, and he didn't even care. He
was like... he cared. He wanted to die.
Yeah, but, like, he didn't care it was me. You know?
Yeah.
These guys, they're crazy about me down there, dude.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude, like, people respect me. All right?
Nothing says people respect me like saying people respect me.
They do. Like, you saw them respecting me.
Bro, if I were you... I would just be like, I don't care what these people think about me because I made these people. It's crazy how insecure you are, dude.
It seems like you're the one who's insecure.
Also, this whole time I've seen you have a bunch of missed calls from those 7 kids who died and they're now in heaven and they want to know why that happened.
Do you understand like what a peacock is? They're huge. Like, what about like, okay,
yeah,
like, and I made that one time. More than once.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever seen a tornado? I was one earlier today.
You know,
these
you're
things
like
are fucking insane. People
you're
make
like
movies about this
You're like
shit.
my little cousin showing me his Legos, but with
I'm
the
telling
universe.
you that these aren't Legos, though. I'm telling you that they're cool.
They're collectibles.
No,
They're
they're
rare.
not. I can make as many as I want. I can do it all the time.
Let's make a new bet. Jobe, he's 159. He's about to die at 160.
Yeah.
On his last day, one more run of bad news.
Restart him.
Just one more. Hit him again.
Here's a question for you. And this is how sick I fucking am.
Language. God.
Sorry.
I didn't cuss once.
Sorry.
Two hooves. Is there a mirror above you?
So this is what we'll do. Yeah. Question is not whether or not we do it.
Yeah.
It's about whether or not we keep him awake for another 10 or 20 years afterwards.
See, you do this thing. You teeter and totter because you're like, well, I want to be a good guy and give him good stuff. But at this point, I'm sure he's like, just let me die either way.
Yeah, maybe. But I think that if I told him that he shouldn't, he'd be like, okay, dude, he'd be cool with it. Like, I can get him to do it.
Yes, this guy is absolutely on your nuts.
It's not like a trust thing. It's like a fear thing.
God,
dude.
it's gross,
like,
dude.
I got him, dude.
Satanists, Satan worshippers, they don't even really give a fuck about me. And I think that's cool. I think that's chill.
You're like at worst, you're like a boss that they get like annoyed with.
I'm like their fun boss who's kind of a dick, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not like their daddy, dude.
But like some of them, they're also like, oh god, man, dude, he's tough, but he's fair, you know. Like, like
I did deserve.
Like
a
we're
pit
all
of
getting it
snakes.
pretty bad down here, right? Like, I mean, I guess like it depends like what circle you're in generally, but like he's like pretty like even with like how many times he stomps each person, and like like he's really fair.
Satanists are honestly more like.
So if you're being like, I'm like Zap Jobe, like you're gonna get the complete fuck kicked out of you.
Yeah.
But then I let him live for another like 80 years. Like that's like pretty good.
Yeah, with a huge open trauma wound the whole time.
Which he could fill that with the 7 kids. That's what he did. He had 7 like the exact same.
Yeah. And you know what?
Exact same boys, exact same girls. And
Every
the girls were
time-
hot.
Well, now you're talking my language.
Yeah. One of them's named Cornhorn something.
Cornhorn Leghorn?
Yeah, she's the hottest.
And Karen Hubbock.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you say it in the original my language.
We'll be right back.